Hi, mentors. I hope you're doing well. I would like to introduce myself. I'm Pamela Arce Patel, and I'll be taking you through my simplified data migration project management presentation for my final project. Okay, let's jump right into it. Now, the waterfall method was chosen for this project as it aligns with the nature of migrating data from the legacy CRM to the new CRM. Its sequential structure ensures that each phase is completed before the next begins, before the next one begins, reducing risk and ensuring high quality outcomes. Now, why waterfall and not agile? Now, waterfall method was chosen because of its emphasis on fixed requirements and comprehensive documentation. Was Agile's iterative approach wasn't suitable as stakeholders expected a single, complete delivery, and compliance demanded a detailed upfront planning. Now, here's how the waterfall method was applied to the project. Approach ensured risks were addressed early, delivering a seamless transition. Now let's move on to the charter slides, which I'll walk you through. This gives us a high-level view of the project. Now the charter was aligned with the team and stakeholders by clearly defining the project's key goals, scope, and its deliverables. Now the purpose is to migrate the current legacy My CRM to the new CRM, which is called RRP, to enhance scalability reporting and integration to other systems, also to reduce infrastructure cost, to have a global accessibility because it's stored in the cloud rather than in internally, enhance security and compliance, ensure that there would be disaster recovery and ensure business continuity, improve data management and analytics for future proofing. Now, the project has a total approved budget of 130K AUD, costed at 120K, leaving a $10,000 buffer as its contingency. Now, the project commenced in February up until May and was broken down to 5 phases. Week one commenced with the initiation and planning all the way to the last phase, which was week 15 to 17, training and go live activities, which was the project's critical period. Now, moving on, as part of our stakeholder management, we came up with the RACI matrix as this was crucial in the project management tool. It defines and clarifies roles and responsibilities, promoting accountability and seamless collaboration. And by specifying who is who for each task, it reduces confusion, miscommunication, any ambiguity, ensuring tasks are completed efficiently and effectively, thus, preventing too many cooks problems in the projects. Now, as part of our stakeholder management as well, we came up with a communication plan. This is to ensure that each of our stakeholders and team members are involved in this project, has its own tailored plan because of their varying levels of power and influence to ensure risks and issues are raised on time through proper channels. As an example, our project sponsor have high influence over this project, and to keep them engaged and satisfied, we need to involve them in the decision making by providing them regular updates through our weekly meetings and status reports sent to them for their reference as well. Now, this structured communication ensures each stakeholder is engaged appropriately based on their influence and needs, optimizing the project flows and outcomes. Moving on, here's our project timeline, which shows breakdown per phase or work stream detailing all of its activities, status. You've got the due date, you've got the priority, detailed cost per activity, and any issues were noted. Now, the overall total cost was 120K as mentioned, allocated across the phases for timely execution, and this schedule with clear dependencies ensure all tasks are executed in a structured manner meeting deadlines and staying within the allocated budget. Report. This provides a status review, key achievement activities for the final stages and challenges stage all through the life of the project. The project was completed successfully, though with a 5 day delay due to data migration challenges, which I'll be covering in the succeeding slides. Key achievements were data migration and testing, where the final data batch was successfully migrated to the new CRM, followed by rigorous validation checks to ensure complete data integrity. Next one was the user acceptance testing, which also completed with end users providing positive feedback on system functionality. For activities plan, post go live, they're all completed as well. These also key decisions were made that the post go lives was extended to help with the system familiarization with the end users. Now, in terms of the project timeline, I want to draw your attention on phase four of the project, as there were realistic challenges encountered, and mitigation plan was created in action to address the issues. Now, there was a 5 day delay in the data migration, as mentioned, because of the discrepancies in the legacy data that were identified during the migration. To mitigate this, we implemented an additional verification process, which used part of the contingency fund for extra resources. So we saw, though there was a 5 day delay, user adoption delays, this does not impact the final project completion date, as we ensured timely action to recover lost time. The contingency budget was partially used for this phase, extended validation, with a remainder of $5,000 available for any unforeseen future needs. And the project was completed successfully within the allocated timeline. No further extensions or additional budget were required. Now, also there were risks involved that we put down in the project status report. Um, that we identify to ensure that the business will be compliant post go live tools. Now, if there is, there are also issues that were identified and raised timely manner. We prioritize this one that has we prioritize the ones that has high impact to the project and ensure appropriate actions were taken to remediate each one of them. Now, let's move on how we actually manage any scope change. So we have a problem statement. I'll presented three options to the sponsors. Now, option three was approved, which involved allocating the contingency budget and extending the timeline. And this was recommended as the best approach to ensure high quality, proper testing. So as a result of this, the project scope, timeline, and budget were updated. Change was documented formally in the CRF or the change request form with the revised baseline dates and budgets. Um, Stakeholders were informed through an updated status report about the timeline adjustment internationally. Now, any scope change is crucial to ensure project success, as uncontrolled changes can actually lead to cost overruns, timeline delays, and compromised quality. Um, for the business outcomes, the My CRM to RP migration project successfully addressed the need for a modern, scalable CRM to support business growth, key achievements, critical data with 100% integrity, delivering customized workflows, and ensuring we're complying with the regulations. The project was completed with a revised timeline and adhered to the $120,000 budget with a $5,000 extra spend, which was used as contingency for any scope adjustments. Stakeholder feedback was positive, and particularly regarding system performance and usability. And also, the project outcomes have significantly improved customer relationship management, data accessibility, and operational workflow, positioning the entire organization for continued growth and scalability. This success. Now, this concludes my presentation. Thank you and have a good one.